Alright, guys, so I think this is gonna be, well, let's say make another one like next year. But I'm gonna try to finish the trophy recall here. And it looks like there's a lot on that progress bar on the left. A lot left. Sorry, on the right. Man, I know my left from right? You hold up your hand, whichever one makes an L is the left hand. Um, but yeah, so it looks like there's a lot left. But this is also the time where we get into a lot of like 10-minute plats getting released, so this is probably gonna go pretty quickly through there. So this was the time where I actually just moved. I said this last episode, like halfway across the country, new job, and all this stuff. So significantly less playing at this point, starting from here. But as you can see, even with my significantly less playtime, it's basically half of the games on my list. But and yeah, I was still streaming a lot. Well, still streaming, definitely not as much. But my routine was basically go to work, come home, stream. It was not very healthy, to be honest with you. Um, well, I guess come home from work, eat and stream, but anyways, so yeah, I was still trying to push the stream in pretty hard here. So I was like trying to put in better games too, that people would want to see streamed, which didn't really work. Didn't really do anything. I did play some fun stuff though because of it. Hat in Time and Secret of Mana. But yeah, we also had a lot of fast stuff coming up here. And played God of War. Again, I bought that thinking like a lot of people would want to see it streamed, and nobody really did. So, Reveries were amazing. I liked that one. Played some Neptunia. And yeah, some of these Persona ones. I mean, that's what I like. I like just hanging out with people in the streams and stuff. At this point, I don't think I was super trophy negative yet. But this was also the time where the Vita trick came out, and I was so against it. Um, just super against it. Are you doing it at all? Riddle Corpse's amazing game. Some more kind of longer things. Oh yeah, I played Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. And but yeah, this was the time where I was getting major burnout. Like my first time of just major burnouts. And yeah, I remember that. And just questioning what I was doing, being like, "Oh man, trophy system, terrible." Talking out against it. My Twitter turned all negative and stuff, and trying to get into drama and all this stuff, and gross times. I was not having. Although there were games I had a lot of fun with here, I was not having a terribly fun time. And then, what else? Let's see. Yeah, some of these things were fun. And I mean, like I said, I even had fun streaming just trashy games. Just because I liked talking with people and hanging out in chat. But then when I became all negative and announced my retirement, then pretty much everyone left. And oh yeah, this time I was also on a podcast that I had started, but then kind of got booted from that one. Could tell that story as well. I liked being on. I liked having a podcast though. It was fun. Yeah, just a lot of. I mean, like I said, I was trying to mix in good games. problem too with some of the longer stuff, like the stuff I really did enjoy. I had this issue with, I felt the need to try to do things fast and just rush through games, and I'll get to that in another video as well. But it made me not enjoy the game as much because I had to get through it fast. King's Air, I don't even remember that game. I don't remember that at all. What else? Just pretty typical randomness. Yeah, some more Far Cries. Time Spinner was sweet. I would play that again, even though I played it twice. I love me some Metroidvania. Oh, I was also trying to not play Ratalaika games around this time. I was like so anti it. So you're gonna see like a big section of just a ton of them coming up. And this is that section. I got like so many plats in 1 month. It was crazy. And then yeah, I was like trying to not play trash. I mean, you saw there was a bunch of VNs and stuff, but then it was just like, all right, let's just jump full on into all of the all this. Let's do the Vita trick and play all these games on Vita. And I could talk about the Vita trick later on too. All these ACA games. Yeah, this was... I started having unfun again after while I was doing this. I was kind of questioning. It was like initially kind of fun, just popping like crazy tons of plats in a day. I would get like 10 plats a day. It was crazy. But then it was like, this is kind of just, it feels like I'm devaluing all the hard work I did long time ago. Messenger was sweet. Yeah, that's like pretty much just all the list just becomes then is games that, and 6 stacks of the games, and just, yeah. Not much else to say about this, about most of this. See when the next like decent game was. Some of these were not that bad to play. Like I do like platformers, that's one of my favorite genres. Twin sticks. And just kind of the fact that you just play it for 5 minutes was kind of turning me off a bit. But I continue to play them. Continue to try to leaderboard doggy paddle or whatever. I think I actually moved up a couple slots on the leaderboard doing this. Because I had such a backlog of them. And I just really hated doing the Vita trick too. It was like such annoyance. You had to like log in and do this, and it took like 5 to 10 minutes. And it wasn't that long, but it was just, man, it's like I don't want to do this. This is not playing games. And we also get to the phase where a lot of games are just non-games, which I'll also make a video of. Cat Quest 2. That was fun. I liked that one. But yeah, just a lot of... Medieval was pretty good. And then some of these were like decent games too, like decent indie games, but the list had you play barely any of it, so... And then I kind of would just jump to the next game, unfortunately. Yeah, just same names over and over again, really. Stacks of this, the stacks of that. And the other thing I was getting sick of is VR games, too. I think there were some easy ones that I was starting to miss. This is also the phase where I was missing things. And previously, maybe if you went back like year or two, I was very into, oh, we gotta get every VN, gotta do every, like, stack of everything. And then at this point, I was slowly starting to get out of that. And now there's, yeah, definitely stuff I've missed. Because at this point, it just didn't matter. Like, if you missed like a 2-hour plat or something, this didn't really matter much, because there's 5-minute plats that came out. Well, I mean, it would matter, but not as much as it used to back in the day. And then this, oh no, I guess I platted Kingdom Hearts 3 a while back. This is when I went and finished the DLC for it. But Kingdom Hearts 3 was going to be my retirement game. I retire at plat 1500. And, also in the retirement of that period, well, I tried to buy a Switch and play a bunch off of that. I tried to get away from trophies, but then I got pulled back into trophies. So, yeah, I couldn't retire. Yeah, so like I said, this went pretty quick because a lot of it is just scrolling through the same names over and over again. And then this is when East Asia Soft just made all these stacks of games that came out like 3 years ago. That were not as easy as the games today, but they were still pretty easy. Back in the day, they were like must-plays, these 3-hour plots. Now it's like, well, I shouldn't say must-plays, but if you want a high leaderboard spot, that's kind of like mostly what it is. So yeah. Oh, Demon's Tier, I want to play that again. There's some of these games that were like fun games, I liked stacking. But when you're playing something for the 6th time, it's kind of yeah. Alright, and then we're back up to the top here. So yeah, I like, as you can see, that was basically in the last 2 years. That is like half of the games I played, which is crazy because I have so much less time now. I went from playing for the first years probably like 8 hours a day, maybe weekends a little bit more. Yeah, I'd say I would average like 8 hours a day, and now it's like 1, maybe 2. Yeah, maybe more like 2. We'll say 2. So that's just like craziness. It's like 1,000 plats playing 2 hours a day. But yeah, well, that's the state of that things went. Like I said, that kind of bugs me too a little bit. It kind of makes it feel like stuff I did early on wasn't as worth it. But then at the same time, it makes it feel like I give up so much if I leave trophies, if that makes sense. I put so much work into it, but it's just gonna get easier and easier. So it's like if you quit, you're just gonna fall fairly rapidly unless you play at least some of the fast stuff. I guess it's good for new people. If you want to play all the really fast stuff, you can get your level up pretty quick. But it's kind of making plats feel a little less platty. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for the trophy recall. For now, at least, we'll see where things go. See where I take the channel. Maybe I make it about moving on from trophies. Who knows? Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night, good morning. Enjoy your games. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, I will see you guys again next time. Goodbye, everybody.